everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rosemary. This is Rosemary's You Rock Art. If you are returning, thank you. I truly appreciate it. If you're checking this out for the first time, I hope you stick around. Please consider hitting that subscribe button, like, comment, share, and hit that bell so you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Welcome to Tuesday's tour. This is part 7. I'm going to be focusing on 2 of my bookcases here in my craft room. So let's get started. This week I showed you what was in this 2-drawer file cabinet, how I organized things in my red trolley and a black trolley. I want to go back to this section for just a bit because my husband had this 2-drawer unit in his garage. Now, it was like a rusty pinkish red color, and he sanded it all down and painted it white. So I want to show you what I put in here. See if I can open this drawer with one hand. So I am not a huge fan of sequins, and that's kind of what I have in here. Once I use up all the sequins, because I'm not just going to throw it away, I probably am not going to buy any sequins because I'm just not a fan. So in this little card holder, I have all that tube confetti that they sell at Dollar Tree. I'm not a fan of this either. It just seems to go all over the place, but I did get all the colors. So once I finish with all of that or use that up, I will not get any more of that. So that's in the little card holder. So in here, I was able to put 2 of these organizers that you get from Dollar Tree. They are the 3-compartment organizer with the lid. And I put the lid on the bottom, as you can see there. And what I have in here is my sequins. So there's some that are like just the round little sequins, but there's some that are like have shapes to them, like the little birthday cakes and stuff like that. I still don't use that up at all. Here's another, and I did put the lid on the top of that one. And 2 of them fit side by side just perfectly. So I was really happy with that. On this side, what I have, see if I can set that there without it falling, is I have these more sequins. That's what I have in there. And then here's another little bit of sequins someone sent me, so that fits in there okay. What I have in here are these like enamel dots, but my friend Teresa over at Kelly Life on the Fly made these for me, and they are so cool. Now I do use these. She made different sizes, so those I keep on top because I do use those for different projects. So so that's what is in this first drawer here. Let's see if I can close that up. Yep. Okay, second is more sequins. Now, what I have in here is these jars. I got these from Michael's, and here's red, white, and blue, or red and blue, like 4th of July. More of that. I'm not going to take them all out because you guys kind of have an idea, but these jars fit in here perfectly. These are the Christmas ones, and it says Merry Christmas, has Christmas trees and the snow. So those fit in there just nicely. And last year I really did a good job putting all of this in everyone's card. I was doing Debbie, yeah, Debbie Z. She loves putting that in people's cards. So in here I have some rocks, and I purchased these really pretty rocks to use in projects from South Dakota when we went to Mount Rushmore, and I just loved these. They're beautiful. And I found them in a little store oh, I was just thinking of the name of the town that we stayed at. I will think of that and let you know. These are eyeballs, the little eyeballs and bigger eyeballs. So that's what I have stored in there. Keystone is the little town that we were in, and that's where I bought those from. Okay, so that is what is in that cool cabinet. What I wanted was a cabinet that I could set the canisters a little higher. So I felt like they were kind of sitting down too low. So that's why I'd ask my husband, do you have anything? And, you know, he comes up with this 2-drawer little unit I thought was cool. Showing you in detail what is in the bookshelf that's closest to the door, and then the center bookshelf. That's where I have a lot of my crafting supplies. Before we start, I want to show you what is on the very, very top. So this inspired me to decorate my craft room in all patriotic. So that flag in the corner there is my father-in-law's flag. And then that bear right there is the Americana bear. She has the flag on her chest, on her left side there. And then these are just various patriotic things. That in the center is my dad's flag. Right there, that photo of that soldier giving me the flag, that is him giving me that flag right there, my dad's flag. The hot air balloon right up there, that is the crocheted one, was done by my dear friend Kim, and her channel is Kim Loves Arty. She is very talented and crocheted that red, white, and blue hot air balloon. And then on top of that first bookshelf is my Star Trek shuttle. My dear friend gave that to me. And then on the very top, I'm going to try to go up further, is a Pez dispenser set of Star Trek Next Generation. And Jack got me that a long time ago. So that's kind of fun to have right there. And just various other patriotic items up there, little plaques. There's some metal stars on the back. There's a red, white, and blue one just leaning against the wall. And then there's a plaque that is the flag that hung on my dad's nursing home door. So that's there. And then I'm going to show you what's on the side of the bookcase. I have the red truck that says God Bless America, the blue truck that says Welcome, and they're hung by command hooks. Right here at the entrance of my craft room, there's my door, is this little organizer that looks like an envelope. I have some special cards on there. Going further down, I want to share this walking stick with you and this cane. Now I'm going to move these lays so I can show you these a little bit better. And then I'll tell you about the lays as well. See if I can move it without, okay, good, without knocking them over. This walking stick and this cane were made by a friend that my dad had at the nursing home. He and my dad became very, very close. Now this friend, his name was Ernest, and he made these walking sticks there in his nursing home room. That's what he did to occupy his time. He was extremely talented. The one with the eagle, that is the cane he made for my dad. And he used to ask his brother to pick him up some wood near the river, the Rio Grande River, and bring that to him, and he would sit for hours and just carve and paint. And this walking stick he did for me. And he said he did it for me because I love bears, and he made a bear. Let's see if I can turn it and show you the bear. There is, oops, let's get that truck out of the way. Got hung up on it. Okay, sorry about that. He carved that bear because he knew I loved bears. So if you can see the bear face right there, isn't that cool? He was extremely, extremely talented, and I'm very, very honored to have a couple of his pieces. So on the cane, I have hung some lays that I got from my dear friend Jairus. So there's 3 of them here. I have shared several with some of my friends here on YouTube. They came from Hawaii. They are made out of nuts, and they're just beautiful. And these are the ones I particularly loved the most, so I kept those. Okay, on the floor, just to kind of get this section done, and please forgive my floor. It's a craft room, so there's always paper everywhere, is a pack of 12 by 12 cardstock, 100. I have not gotten into it yet, but I got that from Hobby Lobby. All right, let's start with this first bookshelf. On the top here, I have buttons and buttons. My husband had this little organizer in his garage that he wasn't using. It was brand new. So I just have all my buttons organized in a certain way that I know where everything is. So I love doing button art, so that's what I use those for. Up here, I'll kind of show you, I have this container here that my dear friend, I don't want to pull it out because I don't think I'm going to be able to pull it out with one hand. It is a pill container that my dear friend Jeannie over at Dazzling Duchess sent me, full of buttons, and I've already used a lot of them. Trying to hold on to my iPad. Sorry, guys. All right. My husband got me these buttons off Amazon, and I love using these ones for button art. These are just like the perfect size, plus an incredible amount of colors. These are from BB Craft, and they are Christmas buttons. These two containers up here, I got them just recently from my dear friend Gail over at Gail Patricia Dollar Tree Hauls and More. Aren't these beautiful? Oh, I love them. I can't wait to work on a project and use those. All right, these buttons here were sent to me by Rosemary Pappas. They're red, white, and blue stars. I think other people have sent some to me too. But this glass was just recently sent to me by my dear friend Janet, and they fit in here perfect. I love it. It tucks right in there. Okay, going down a shelf are beads. Oh my gosh, this shelf is just so cute. I have all my beads organized. I'm going to move these two jars because I forgot to put them away. All these beads have been either purchased at Dollar Tree, recently at Hobby Lobby, or gifted to me. Now, a lot of these beads, my dear friend Jairus gave to me, and they fit in these little bead organizers, and then they fit in the drawer. Real nice. So I have all those beads, and all likes are together. So there's some. My husband recently ordered me these ones from Amazon, Dollar Tree, 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 Dollar Tree. Now these, oh my gosh, I just purchased these yesterday. So some work with tassels if they have a smaller hole, but for pokey tools, which I'm getting really into, I need one that has a 2mm hole. So some of these work for that, some don't. So if they don't work for pokey tools, they work for tassels. So I just bought these from Hobby Lobby, and they are 50% off this week. So I got those blue ones, and look at these gorgeous red ones, and they're like iridescent looking. These purple ones, oh my gosh, look how gorgeous. Gorgeous. Those are going to be beautiful pokey tools. And pink. And then, so all of that is organized. And I do memorize like where things are. Okay, so these beads right here, let's see which one these are. These my husband just ordered for me off Amazon. Look how gorgeous these colors are. Those are for pokey tools. Hoping it's not gonna sit there. We just scoot over here and put that there. These ones I got from BB Craft, and they are, the hole isn't big enough for pokey tools, but they are perfect for tassels. So there you go. Set those over there for a second. And then these ones I just got from Dollar Tree. Yeah, so see how they're in the little containers, so I keep those there. These here are, I got this container from Walmart. Oh, I gotta take this out before I can show you that. Okay, these ones are from, this can bead organizers from Walmart. Now these are itty bitty little beads, and I use these for rock art. And I'm going to start doing rock art. So I use the little ones for eyeballs. There's some for noses. It just depends on what I'm making, whether it's a ladybug or a bee or a turtle. Depends on what I will use. Okay, let me try to see if I can put all this back with one hand and not shaking the camera too much. Huh, what do you know? Well, they're not in yet, so I don't know. Okay, they're in. Okay, next shelf down are jars of beads. So these, this is an empty jar, but back there is a jar of Jingle Bells. I will use those like beads. These beads come from Hobby Lobby, and I just happen to store these in this jar with this little rack. These used to be some of the candles I sold. So these were like all candles, and you had them in this rack. A few more jars full of beads. So there's that. Going down one shelf, I have all my acrylic stamps. My husband made me these crates. He cut them, he put them together, he painted them, and all my acrylic stamps are in here. So I have them in these sleeves, and they're alphabetical. And it kind of, you got to find what works for you, what categories work for you, or how you're going to be able to find them. Animal, baby, background, what's that say? Flowers, food. You get the idea about that. And then here's my next one, letters and so forth and so on. And then a third one. Now these ones aren't in there yet. My dear friend Gail just sent me these, so I still need to put them in sleeves and then put them up. Here's a tiny container, kind of a long organizer. These ones have my little birdie stamps. They kind of fit tucked in right there. And then these are my close to my heart stamps. I only have a few, but I like the envelope they come in, so I just want to keep them in there. Wow, this is really tough to get things right back where they belong with one hand. Okay, there we go. Okay, next shelf down. Let's see if I can get down here. This little crate was sent to me by my dear friend Janet, and I think it was just like a wood crate, a wood, unfinished wood. So I painted it, my husband painted it blue. I have all my 6x6 holiday paper pads in here. So that reminds me, I need to pull that 4th of July one out. These, I have 5 binders. Here's the 5th. And I'm going to put labels, like this one is backgrounds, images, and holiday words. And I mean, that's for an example. But those are where all my dies are in these little binders. Let me see if I can just pull one out and show you. I'm going to put it down on the floor. Excuse my mess on the floor. So see, here's my backgrounds, and that's what I'm going to put on the spine, is backgrounds. And I put them in these sleeves, 3-ring hole sleeves. And then I also put them in these clear sleeves like I do my acrylic stamps, plus the magnet. So I'm not putting that back because I know I won't be able to, but that'll go right back up here. In this crate, my husband had wood left over after he made these 3 red, white, and blue crates for my acrylic stamps. He had wood left over, and he goes, "Can you use this?" And I'm like, "Oh, yes, for sure." So I have my other 6x6 paper pads in that. Next to that is this little pouch. My dear friend Leanna over at It's a Deal sent this to me, and she made this, well, there was a little tassel hanging off of it, and I'm afraid it might have fallen off. Anyway, she made this for me. If I find the little beaded tassel, I'll show you. I keep my stamp platform here, tucked right in there. And then this pouch And in this pouch I have my magnets for my platform. So that's what goes right there. And okay, so that's that. I'm kind of hung up on where the beads are for that little bag. Okay, we're moving on. Bottom shelf is this record crate. This green thing is a record crate. My 12 by 12 paper fits in there in the grooves perfectly. If you can see, there's the one groove, and I can fit a couple, and they sit in there just nicely. Now, I don't know anything much about, oh, this paper pad or that paper pad. I just kind of buy stuff that I think I would work with and use. Like, I really love the craft paper stuff. I love flowers, so that's what a lot of these are. You can see that. And a few of them are just paper, but a lot of them are cardstock. And then here I have my 12 by 12 craft paper, black, and then solid colors like off-white and pastels. And then here are some loose paper, either themed or not, and they're by rainbow order, and then the holidays on the end here. But they're in these pockets that you can get from Hobby Lobby. And I think there's 10 or 12 in a pack for like, I don't know, $24, but I paid, I got them at 50% off. I love these. They keep my paper protected. And then right tucked in this corner right here are my holiday 8.5 by 11 paper. So that's why I have my 12 by 12 right there. So there is my cardstock right on that bottom shelf. Okay, here's the tassel that Leanna made me. Isn't it cute? I was hoping I didn't lose it, but it had just fallen off and it was sitting here on the floor. So I had to show you that because it's adorable. Let's move over to the next bookcase, and on the top shelf you're going to see a lot of the bee themed things. So recently my dear friend Kimmy over at Kimmy's Kitchen sent me that plaque. My dear friend Michelle Hawkins made that plaque for me. Isn't it cute? And in this box, now this box used to have a beautiful mug that my dear friend Gail sent me. And I love the box so much, I kind of repurposed it. I have paper flowers in there that I use. And then in that mason jar right there is, it says rosemary. I had a 31 party at my house one time, and the consultant is a dear friend of mine, Diana. She had everybody attending the party write something so nice about me on those rocks, and I just love it. There's one of my first rosettes I made. Kimmy over at Kimmy's Kitchen sent me that bee warmer, and I think I know, I don't recall exactly who sent me that Be Happy one. I think it was Kim. Kim Loves Artie. There is a basket that has some flowers. That round tin, and it has a little bee that's kind of attached with a magnet. That used to be on my shelf next to me. I just recently moved it there. Oh, and that bee right there sitting on the bee warmer, or the warmer, was sent to me by my dear friend Kim. Kim Loves Artie. Anyway, getting back to that round container, it is a fruit cake container, and my friend Jairus just gifted me that filled with buttons. All right, let's move down to the next shelf. Beads. That's what those are. Beads. Okay, now I'm moving these jars back to the other shelf. I'm going to put some little beads in there. That's why these are kind of just juggling around. Okay, beads and more beads. Most of these were Hobby Lobby, and I got them at 50% off, which they were $1 a bag. So look for those sales. And then a lot of these were from Dollar Tree. And then some other beads up here, and then some empty jars for more beads. These ones right here Now I got these containers from Dollar Tree, and my husband spray painted them either red or white or blue. But these ones here are not beads, and those are not beads. I mistakenly bought, let me move these two out of the way and I'll talk about these in a minute. I mistakenly bought these pearls thinking they were beads. They were in the floral garden section. They are not beads, they're just pearls. So I'm going to use them in a shaker of some sort, and then those ones are not beads either. So I'm going to use those in a shaker. These here are little acrylic animals, little pieces. They're made for the top of your glass. So I'm going to use those cute little animals in projects. So I have those. My sister found those at the thrift store. Up here are some flowers. These are gorgeous, and I've used these in projects. Again, Gail, so generous with me, gifted those to me a while back, and I've used quite a bit of those, so they sit here. My husband glued all of these drawers together. They are from Dollar Tree. They come one drawer for $1. And I'm going to move this for just a second just to show you. As you're gluing them, they lean back. So just be aware of that. So in these drawers, there is, the word just left my head, charms. That's what they are. All charms for my pokey tools or my tassels. That's all that is in here. Well, that's not true. These are some little acrylic pieces. They're so cute for projects. My dear friend Janet gifted me those. And then here's some like hair pieces. Or actually those are charms also. But like these are like those kinds of things that I can use for projects. So they sit in there. So that's what's on this shelf here. Let me back up a little bit so you can see that. Next shelf down, I have these organizers. I love these things. I'm going to pull one out and show you. Yes, so this one has all washi tape, and you clip them together, so there's 4 of them, and then they are sectioned off, if you can see in there. I got these from Sam's Club, and I believe they were 10 bucks, which was absolutely crazy. So I have all my washi tape here, all my wood veneers in here, and all my adhesive in here. And they just fit so nicely in there. I can pull this out. They have a handle on the top. Carry it over to my craft table and work on that. I'm actually going to pull one out and show you because I'm just so impressed with these. Let me bring it down here, and then you'll get an idea of what I'm talking about when I'm saying they're sectioned off. See, they just have little compartments. And then you can actually take that out if you don't want to use it. You can use it as a whole compartment or a whole bin. But I liked it like that for my washi tape. So that's all washi tape. I'm getting better at using washi tape. I'm not that great at it. I forget. You know, I don't use it that much. So right here is washi tape. And then 1, 2, 3 are those wood veneers. And this is washi tape at the bottom. And then all of this is just different adhesive. If you can see, I don't have those dividers. I left them for these two. But this one are just those, just the containers without the dividers. Glue sticks, if you can tell. Here is all, these are, yeah, those are glue sticks. These are for my hot glue gun. Glue. Oh my gosh, when you're doing these videos, I do lose track of what I'm trying to say. Yeah, the glue I don't like using. And then just various adhesive up there. Next shelf down. All right. These, let me just tell you what's in this middle container. I got this container at Dollar Tree. These are my favorite containers from Dollar Tree. I really love them. All of these are my Project Life cards, and I do use a lot of them. There's some Project Life cards I did get that I'm probably going to de-stash and gift. One is sports, so I might, you know, gift those or send them out in friend mail because I just have not ever used them. All right, my husband got these containers, bins from Hobby Lobby. They're yellow. Do I wish they were red or white or blue? Yeah, but they're not. So here I have a little G. So I have a bunch of gems in here. Here I have a W. That means there's wood pieces in here. So, and here I have F for flowers. So I am going to pull one of them out and show you how they are organized. My husband got these at Harbor Freight, and really they were like $12. So I love them. I really, really do. So this part, the lid folds up, and in this one I have all flowers. That's all I have in here. So these are just coasters that I use as flowers, and just bunches of flowers. These are the larger flowers. Like this envelope is filled with the flowers that my dear friend Janet gifted me that she made. So I'm going to close the lid and then move on to the next section. These things clip down, so if you can see, I'm just pulling that down, and this front folds down, and then you have containers in here. Here are my flowers, and I have them sorted out like that. These are my little ones. This has been really helpful. So if I'm working on a project and I need pink flowers, well, I'm going to pull this out and take it to my craft table. So there's that. And I love these. These are really, really cool. So I'm going to show you the next one that has all the gems. This has been very helpful for me. Here's all the gems. And I kind of have them sorted by color. They get kind of jumbled up. I love this. All right, that's the second one I have. The third one. So this said it had wood pieces, but yet here are some flowers that I made using some Dollar Tree flowers and buttons. Just kind of glued all that together. Now here, I say wood pieces. Here are numbers or letters, I can't tell. Just like paper clips and some other wood pieces that my sister found at the thrift store. Not paper clips, clothespins. And then here are some ceramic pieces that my friend Jairus made, and I just love them. I love them. They're just little ceramic pieces that you can use, paint, and add to projects. So that's what is in the third container. That I just showed you these containers. In the lid are these more ceramic pieces, more wood numbers, and then this, a friend of mine gave me these little tile pieces, and I need to find a project to use for those. So I thought I'd show you what is in that lid. So these are the organizers that I showed you, where I have washi tape, wood veneers, and my adhesive. And then here are the two containers that I just showed you what's in them. The Project Life cards there. This container here that I just showed you with all the flowers. And then here is my 8.5 by 11 cardstock. So I just have it in this magazine organizer or holder, and they're just done by Rainbow Order. And then in this one are my magazines, my stamped magazines and stamps that I have not put where my other acrylic stamps are. So those are my magazines. Then in this binder, and this is the last thing for today, is my binder of, yep, you guessed it, ATC cards. These are the ones that I have received. I love them, love them, love them. I'm just loving them. And in a separate video, once I get more ATC cards, I am going to do a separate video and feature all of them and just show you all the beautiful artwork that you guys have sent. This binder just gets tucked right in there. All right, that is it. Thanks for joining me on another episode of Tuesday's Tour. Yes, there is more to come, so I hope you come back. Be safe, be happy, be positive, and until next time, you guys rock.